Hey guys, got beefnip here. I'm going to do for you a review of a Thermapen digital thermometer. Now what this is, it's a digital read thermometer utilizing thermocoupler technology made by a company in England that builds these for professional kitchens. They build them for laboratories. They build a lot of different stuff here, a lot of different thermometers. But the Thermapen right here is really used for professional kitchens. Professional chefs use these. Guys on the barbecue circuit doing competitions, you go there and you're going to see they're going to have at least one of these, walking around with at least one of these in their pocket. And the reason for that being is this thing's utilizing thermocoupler technology. So in the last 1/8 inch of this probe right here, that's where your thermocoupler is. And what that's going to do for you within 3 seconds. Within 3 seconds, this Thermapen is going to give you a reading that's accurate to within 7/10 of a degree Fahrenheit or 4/10 of a degree Celsius. Now, these are handmade. They're hand certified. They're hand tested, hand certified with testing to a lot of industry standards. We'll get to that in just a second. In England. Let's flip this over. And on the back here we see a little coin slot. What that is, you just open that up and there's two CR2032 coin type batteries in there. Okay, you can pick those up most anywhere, and they're going to run for a whopping 1,500 hours. That's 1,500 hours of use on these. That's amazing. There's a series of switches in here as well. If you open that up and take the batteries out, are located in the battery compartment here. From what I've been looking at, I haven't had it open. I've just been using it. It comes with the batteries in it. But you open it up, and there's a set of switches in here, and you can enable or disable the auto off feature. So after 10 minutes of non-use, if you got this open and you activate it, and you can turn it off here, by the way, by just closing it. So as soon as you start to open here, bam, it's coming open right there. So as soon as you open it, she's on. If you set it down and walk away from it, after 10 minutes, it's going to turn itself off to conserve its batteries, of which, like I said, you'll get 1,500 hours of use. That's amazing, wonderful. Now, the switches in here, like I say, you can go in there and you can disable that feature, and you can change it so it reads from Fahrenheit to Celsius. There's a switch in here also that you can change it to read from whole degrees in Fahrenheit or 1/10 of a degree in Fahrenheit. Now, let's go ahead and just run a little test on this right here, right quick. I got a glass of ice water sitting here, and they recommend that you use crushed ice in this, but we don't have any crushed ice, so I just took some ice out of the ice maker here, and put it in some water here, and we've let it sit here for the couple of minutes they recommend for the test. So we're just gonna, real quick though, touch this thermocoupler. In the last 1/8 of an inch, that's where the thermocoupler is in this device. So I'm just gonna back up here a little bit and then touch the side of that. Touch the side of this glass here, and you can see it's just taken off just from touching the side of this glass. It's not even immersed. It's not even designed, to take a full reading from this. But already, it's already dropped down there to 61 degrees, and we're running a piece of glass, slightly, there's a little condensation on the glass here. A piece of glass is, running a little bit of interference here between, getting an actual reading. That's just on the tip of this thing. So let's go ahead and immerse it, and I recommend you give it a little stir the water up. And we're already, what, 32, 33 degrees here. Bam. Just that quick. There it is. Just that quickly. Now, take this out. Wipe that off. Close this up. So we've turned it off there. And these come in several colors as well. I got mine in yellow because, that'll be easy to see if you lay it down, in your work area, especially if it's early morning or before daylight. A lot of us get out there and get started smoking before daylight, or we're smoking things after dark especially. And, you got lights or whatever around, it's just still not as good as daylight. So you get one, in bright yellow, it's going to be easy to find it, if you lay it down somewhere. Now, what comes with this also, if you order from ThermalWorks, that's who I ordered from, just straight from them. And they were $96, by the way, on their site. Now, they have a special going right now. If you buy 2 or more of these, kind of a buddy plan, I guess, it's to the same address. If you buy 2 or more of these to the same address, you can get them for $85 a piece. Now, that includes the limited editions. So if you have a friend, or, you can talk a friend into ordering one, I'd jump on that. 85 bucks for these, that's a steal. Now, it also comes with this little magnetized meat temperature, chef recommended meat temperature, what it says here. It's kind of a neat little handy little guide here. You stick it on your kitchen or your stove, or stick it on the outside of your grill if you want to, and it tells you the temperatures that everything, all the meats, beef, pork, poultry, all of it that they're done at. Now moving along here, you get your directions here, how to use it and everything. Nice little booklet there. Flip that over to the back side of it. Get more chef recommended temps as well here. A little more in depth on this one actually. Water temps to sea level. Other food temps, candy, sugar temps. I mean, these things are used industry-wide for a lot of different applications. So, and there's a lot of good information in this. So, if you get one, do read your your manuals, your book here. This is just kind of a product guide here. And again, we're getting a chef recommended temps that they had, just like on the owner's manual here as well. Here we go. Super fast Thermapen operating instructions. And we got in here, we'll get you a look. That's the inside of the, like I was telling you just a while ago, that's a switch bank that's located inside the battery compartment there. So that's the switches that you'll just take, and you'll take, looks like you take a paper clip and you'll switch those over to get the different operations out of it. It's kind of neat. And then finally, last but not least, here's your certificate of calibration. Okay, mine was done 21st of July 2014. And it just goes on, it tells you what the ambient temperature was, when this was tested. Ambient temperature was 72 degrees, so it's either really nice there in England or, actually this is calibrated by ThermalWorks Incorporated in Linden, Utah. That's their American company there. So yeah, ETI actually, okay, calibrated this. Anyway, 72 degrees ambient temperature, ambient humidity at, I guess, what we got there? Greater than 80%. Reference instrument UKAS, certificate numbers. Results test temperature is 32 degrees, instrument reading was 32, and then 212 degrees, instrument reading was 212. So they either have their own calibrated instrumentation that they're running this off of, most likely, or that's just the ice bath and boiling water temperature test. That's the two that you really run off of these. They do, professional manufacturer like this, they actually sell units that you can test, thermometers, kind of like Tell-True has their, their test units, whatnot. These guys are into a little bit of everything. I like to say, this is one that, we're going to be using for barbecuing and whatnot. But yeah, there it is. And I mean, I've used this here for the last two cooks, just in my new offset smoker from Shirley Fabrication, and my new Thermapen, and been using it, and man, I'm highly impressed with it. It's, like you saw right there, it's instant read, does exactly what it's supposed to, and this is really a sturdy, very well made product. Doesn't feel cheap in hand, got a nice little bit of weight to it there, and like I said, you can get it into any color you want. So I'd say definitely go ahead and jump on one of these, man. If you've been sitting on the fence, and especially if you've got a buddy sitting on the fence, don't forget about the buy two or more and get it for $85 a piece, and that does include, remember, the limited editions. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, though. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe. We're going to get a lot more gear reviews of barbecue tech and some recipes, just anything to do with barbecuing here, and really promote the the American tradition and the hobby of barbecuing, guys. We appreciate you watching, and go ahead and leave some comments in the comment sections. Feel free to do that, and I will leave a link in the comments. In the description, actually, we'll leave a link in the description telling you where to buy these, and their web, get the website information for the Thermapen by ThermalWorks and everything. We appreciate you watching. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on here.